The Florida sun blazed outside Mar-a-Lago, casting long shadows across the manicured lawns and gilded halls. Inside, the air was thick with the usual hum of power and privilege, but on this day, something was different. An unexpected tremor of uncertainty. Donald Trump, a man rarely caught off guard, was frozen by a single tweet that seemed to defy everything he thought he knew about the world. The message, simple yet profound, had arrived without warning, shattering the calm of his inner sanctum. On his phone's screen, a video played. A small, sleek aircraft painted in bold colors, lifting off from a dusty runway in Burkina Faso. The landscape was unmistakably West African. Red earth, scattered trees, and a crowd gathered in anticipation. The caption beneath the video read, "Our first made in Burkina aircraft takes flight. A new dawn for our nation." The crowd erupted in cheers, waving national flags, their pride and hope palpable even through the screen. Trump muttered, "Burkina Faso? A country he barely recognized, now building its own planes." He scrolled back, double-checking the location, as if expecting some mistake. But there it was. Burkina Faso, a name he'd only heard in passing, now making headlines for innovation. The video shattered his assumptions about African nations as mere aid recipients. Here was a country, long overlooked by the world's elite, now taking bold steps into the future, on its own terms, with its own hands. This wasn't just about an airplane, it was a challenge to the old world order. The sight of the aircraft ascending into the sky was more than a technical achievement, it was a symbol of ambition, resilience, and a refusal to be defined by the past. Trump, who prided himself on American technological supremacy, saw a new player enter the arena. The realization stung. Innovation was no longer the exclusive domain of the West. The world was changing and the rules were being rewritten. The leader behind this feat? A young army captain named Ibrahim Traoré. With a steady voice and a vision for his country, Traoré had rallied engineers, workers, and dreamers to accomplish what many thought impossible. The video's impact rippled far beyond Florida. Within hours, it was trending worldwide, shared by millions who saw in it a story of hope and possibility. In living rooms and boardrooms, people watched, amazed at what Burkina Faso had achieved. In Washington, analysts scrambled to assess the implications. What did this mean for U.S. influence in Africa? Was this the start of a new era of competition, or a sign that the world's balance of power was shifting in unexpected ways? In Paris, officials watched with unease as another former colony asserted itself. The French establishment, long accustomed to shaping events in West Africa, now faced a new reality, one where their influence was no longer guaranteed. The aircraft itself was modest, its design simple and unassuming. But its message was colossal, a declaration that Burkina Faso was ready to chart its own course, no matter how humble the beginnings. Burkina Faso was no longer content to be a consumer, it was now a creator. In workshops and factories, engineers and workers toiled with pride, knowing they were building more than just a machine. They were building a future. The world had been put on notice. Headlines blared, experts debated, and the story of Burkina Faso's aircraft became a symbol of a global shift, one that could not be ignored. A new player had arrived, not asking for help, but showing what it could do. The pride on the faces of the Burkinabe team was unmistakable, their achievement a beacon for others across the continent. From Mar-a-Lago to the Élysée Palace, the shock was real. The world was watching, and the message was clear. The future would be written by those bold enough to seize it. Who is Captain Ibrahim Traoré? At 37, he's one of the world's youngest leaders, rising to power in a 2022 coup born from frustration with government failures. Traoré, a battle-hardened officer, promised sovereignty and a break from foreign influence. He channels the spirit of Thomas Sankara, championing Pan-Africanism and self-reliance, resonating with a youth tired of corruption. He's expelled French troops, pivoted to new alliances, and become a symbol of a new, unapologetic African leadership. To many, he's not a dictator but a liberator, proving Burkina Faso can build its own future starting with an aeroplane. Burkina Faso's aircraft isn't a technological marvel by global standards, nor does it boast the sleek lines or advanced systems of jets seen in the world's most powerful nations. But that's not the point, and that's not what makes this achievement so significant. For the people of Burkina Faso, this plane represents something far greater than its physical form. It's a testament to resilience, to the determination of a nation that refuses to be defined by its hardships. For a country battling poverty and insurgency, building any aircraft at all is monumental. It's a declaration that, even in the face of adversity, progress is possible through unity and ingenuity. This homegrown aircraft is a direct challenge to the narrative of African dependency, a bold statement that innovation and self-reliance can flourish on African soil. Assembled by local engineers, it shatters the myth that technological breakthroughs are reserved for the West or for wealthier nations. Every rivet and wire is a testament to local expertise and ambition. The project is a leap in national consciousness, inspiring pride and hope. It's a moment that unites communities, showing what's possible when people believe in themselves and their country. Beyond symbolism, the aircraft has real practical value. Air power is vital in fighting insurgents across vast, difficult terrain, where roads are few and distances are great. This plane could mean the difference between isolation and connection, between vulnerability and security. Relying on foreign suppliers is risky, global supply chains can falter, and political pressures can leave a nation stranded. Building at home means greater security, more control, and the chance to develop local industries. The plane is a beacon for youth, encouraging them to pursue science, engineering, and dreams that once seemed out of reach. It's a living example that with hard work and vision, they too can shape the future. It's proof that Made in Burkina is more than a slogan. It's a promise being fulfilled, a vision being realized, and a foundation for future generations to build upon. The aircraft is a symbol of possibility, not just for Burkina Faso, but for all of Africa. It signals a new era where African nations can dream, design, and deliver on their own terms. In the end, this plane is more than metal and machinery. It's a tangible step from victimhood to victory, and a soaring reminder that the sky is not the limit, but just the beginning. The aircraft is the flagship of Traoré's broader Made in Burkina doctrine, an ambitious push for economic self-reliance. The goals shift from imports and aid to local production and industry. The government is investing in agriculture, textiles, and entrepreneurship, aiming for a resilient circular economy. Inspired by Thomas Sankara, Traoré argues true sovereignty means meeting your own needs. Reducing imports strengthens the economy and shields against external pressure. This doctrine is a call to all of Africa: build at home, trade with each other, and reclaim agency. It's more than policy. It's a statement about Africa's place in the 21st century. The aircraft's unveiling sparked pride across Africa. Social media erupted with #MadeInBurkina and #AfricaRising. Rallies grew, and leaders hailed it as a milestone for African ingenuity and self-reliance. Mali and Niger celebrated alongside Burkina Faso, framing it as a shared victory. In the West, reactions ranged from skepticism to criticism. Paris and Washington questioned its significance and Traoré's motives. The project became a symbol of liberation for some, defiance for others. For the West, it was a sign of shifting alliances and a challenge to old power structures. The little plane became a global symbol in the struggle for Africa's future. The aircraft is just one part of Traoré's overhaul of Burkina Faso's economy and alliances. He's nationalized gold mining, ensuring profits stay in country and fund social programs and defense. Foreign mining firms now must share profits with the state, a move popular at home but controversial abroad. Traoré has also forged the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, breaking from ECOWAS and pivoting towards Russia. These moves reduce dependency and increase agency, creating space for ambitious projects like the aircraft. Burkina Faso is rewriting the rules, moving from dependency to self-determination. This new order is the foundation for its bold vision of the future. At the heart of Burkina Faso's transformation is belief, a powerful force that has swept across the nation, uniting people from all walks of life. In recent years, hope has become a tangible presence in the streets, markets, and homes of Ouagadougou and beyond. This belief is not just in a leader but in a shared future, a collective vision that things can truly change for the better. Traoré has inspired a sense of purpose and pride among Burkinabe citizens. His approachable demeanor and willingness to engage directly with the people have made him a symbol of hope. For many, he represents a new era, one where ordinary citizens feel seen, heard, and valued. Massive rallies and vibrant social media campaigns are a testament to his deep connection with the people, especially the youth. Young Burkinabe in particular have found a renewed sense of agency, using digital platforms to organize, share ideas, and amplify their voices in support of Traoré's vision. His anti-imperialist message resonates strongly, tapping into long-standing frustration with colonial legacies and foreign interference. Traoré's speeches often echo the dreams of a self-reliant Burkina Faso, free from external domination and able to chart its own course. Popular support acts as a shield, protecting him from both internal dissent and external pressure. This groundswell of backing has enabled him to pursue bold reforms that were once thought impossible, and to challenge entrenched interests with confidence. The government's media savvy amplifies his image, creating a powerful feedback loop of support and action. State broadcasts, viral videos, and influencer endorsements all work together to keep the momentum alive and the public engaged. Critics sometimes point to propaganda, questioning the authenticity of the movement. But for many, the energy is undeniable. People genuinely believe in their own potential, and in the possibility of a brighter future. Traoré has replaced despair with hope, inspiring a new generation to dream big and work hard. Achievements like the aircraft project are now seen as symbols of what can be accomplished when a nation comes together with purpose. The plane is more than just a technological feat, it is a product of this new national self-belief, a testament to what Burkina Faso can achieve when its people are united by hope and determination. The small aircraft from Burkina Faso carries the hopes of a continent. It's likely to spur investment in education and technology, expanding the Made in Burkina vision to new sectors. Challenges remain: insurgency, economic risks, and the need for inclusive governance. The true test will be turning this symbol into sustainable progress for all citizens. For Africa, the event is a wake-up call, a blueprint for industrialization and independence. It shows that progress doesn't require permission from global powers. Burkina Faso's achievement will inspire innovators across Africa to build their own futures. The message is clear: Africa is taking off, charting its own course.